know when you've had an orgasm?
Ooh, that's spicy.
Yeah.
Like, I can't really explain it. You're just gonna know.
Is it an out of body
Legs
experience?
gonna shake, out of body experience. You just gonna know. You're gonna have that vibration, like, because he was the first one to make me have an orgasm. That one.
Yeah.
And I literally shed a tear in that damn. Like,
Did he see you?
No, pause. I bust out crying.
Nah, for real.
10 seconds max. I'm out of there. Like, I
real.
can't. I'm gonna go straight convert to the knees.
The feet just feel so much better. You be really slapping that joint
I ain't gonna lie.
But hey y'all, it's Mojo Motion Podcast. I'm Shelby.
I'm KB, and we're back.
Yes, we're getting right on into it. We're very limited with time, but I want to talk to my girl.
Yes,
so.
we got hella shit to talk about in such little time, sis.
Right.
It's crazy. I'm stressed.
Literally.
I'm stressed.
Let's get right on into it. So, how did you first learn about sex?
Oh,
We're getting spicy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I first learned about sex at a very young age. I feel like I wish I wasn't exposed to sex at such a young age.
Really?
Because I feel like it affected the way I view things now as far as sex. And it's just like, I probably should have waited to even be exposed to that type of thing. Because I was watching porn.
Do you feel like that affected, like, obviously some of your, like, relationships with men?
Yeah, because I feel like I just didn't really care about the emotional connection at first. I was just kind of like, I want to feel good.
Itch the
like,
scratch.
Yeah, like, I want to itch that.
Yeah, or scratch the itch.
Literally.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I think that for me, I first learned about sex through movies. Like, I think like everybody else, like, you watch a movie, you're like, oh, sex scene? And, like, you kind of getting turned on. And, like, I don't know. I do feel like we all got put onto that shit kind of early.
Especially,
and that kind of depicted like how we viewed sex for sure.
And my grandpa used to have these DVDs in his room. I used to sneak and put it in. It was definitely
on the TV.
Yes, because this was back when we were younger.
That's
so
true.
Like, they didn't even have Pornhub and all that shit back
you
then.
was on that shit.
They was
bad.
on the film. That shit was on the film. It was on the DVD, on the tape.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But so since we're on the topic of porn, so is it okay for your man to watch porn?
So look, I personally don't mind if my man watches porn while we're in a relationship together. Like, we can watch it together and he can watch it separately. Like, if he wants to beat his meat in the shower or like whatever he wants to do, that doesn't bother me. But I know it bothers a lot of females to have a guy that is like, doing those kind of activities. But obviously, I don't think that the man will be doing it that often if you're in a relationship.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like a lot of women have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it because, like you said, I feel like that's something natural.
Yeah.
Like, some women be like, oh, you're watching a woman with big titties and I don't have big titties. And it's like you shouldn't do that. He's never going to meet that woman in that video.
Exactly.
So you need to always remember that.
That's really what it is, guys. I just feel like you should allow your man to have his own fantasies and his own, like, sexual desires. Yes, he desires you, and yes, he enjoys having sex with you, but there's some times where he just wants to get out of his own head
and have that little private moment to himself.
Yeah.
I don't even want to watch it with you. Like, no, have that private moment to yourself.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
I agree. How do you initiate sex with the man? Like, as a woman, like, let's say maybe he's not initiating it. And you're feeling that vibe. How do you initiate it with him?
Is this my man, or is this someone I just met, or how is this situation?
Because sometimes women want casual sex, and sometimes people want relationship sex.
If I just met him, I mean, I'm being extra touchy feely. Yeah. I'm giving that notion that, hey, I'm ready for that. Like, I'm vulnerable at that state right now. I'm on that vibe. You being extra touchy feely. You're flirting with him. You're just giving off that certain type of energy. Where it's like it's the green light. It's 100%, okay.
Yeah. So he knows that, like, you want that. That's kind of a form of consent.
Yes.
Like, you doing that, you're letting him know, like, I want you to come inside me right now. Like,
literally, let's rip off our clothes.
Yeah, like, let's get into it.
Yeah.
I agree. And then for me, I think I'm the same way. Like, if I'm wanting to do it casually like that, I'm being touchy, I'm flirting, I'm insinuating that I want that, and my body language is telling you that.
Most definitely.
And then relationship, what do you do for relationships?
So as far as relationships, I mean, I just hop on top of my man. Like, what's we doing? Like,
let's
go. Like, let's go.
Okay, literally. That's funny.
How about you for relationships?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Just hop on, or maybe like if he's in the shower, sneak in.
Less spicy.
Yeah,
I know that's right. But, like, what are your turnoffs in the bedroom, though?
Honestly, I don't like when a man starts to be rough with it.
Me
in
either.
all aspects. Like, if he starts shoving his fingers up me, if he starts shoving his meat up me, if he starts just
I don't like it fast either. Yeah. I don't like it rough or fast, nice and slow.
Yeah. I like slow, then we start speeding up the tempo, moderate, and then
I like to make love and everything.
Of course. Yeah, me too. But I definitely feel like some guys try to be like real rough and like not emotionally involved, and I like feeling like, oh, we about to get
like we're connected.
Yeah, like we about to get into the vibe.
And one thing I hate is choking. Like, if you choke me in the bedroom, like, I'm leaving.
You don't
I'm getting
choking?
up. I don't like it. But recently, I actually discovered the recent person who I didn't actually have sex with this person, because, like, we gotta remind y'all, I'm 8 months strong, no sex. She's 10 months strong, no sex. But like, when I was just laying next to him, like, he had kind of like choke me a little bit.
Ooh.
The last one I was with.
Like, just like...
Yeah, like recently. Because I didn't have sex with him, but we was just like teasing each other, and he had choked me a little. I'm like, ooh. I said, I usually don't like that, but I like it from you today. For real. Like, I like it today.
That's crazy. How do you know when you've had an orgasm?
Ooh, that's spicy.
Yeah. Because, you can feel good and not have one.
Yeah, I feel like it's a sensation that you'll just know when you feel it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't really explain it. You're just going to know.
Is it an out-of-body
Legs going to shake, out-of-body experience. You just going to know. You're going to have that vibration, like... Yeah. Like, and you're also, I don't know, for me, when I first had my first orgasm, I was feeling very connected to that person.
Yeah.
I needed that closeness to be able to do it. I needed to be comfortable as well.
Do you feel like you have to climax for sex to be good? Like,
no.
Do you crave orgasms all the time?
Not all the time. No, not all the time.
Like, you can have sex and it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lie. I don't want to put that in my man head or whoever I'm dealing with. Like, no, we about to do this till we get it right.
Till we get it right. A couple rounds.
Okay, let's do it till it get right. Wait, Rick Ross said, wait, Drake said, and we fuck on a night till things get right.
I know you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I completely agree with that. I think for me, I feel like I haven't fully had an orgasm. Like, truth be told. Mm-hmm. I feel like, I don't know.
You haven't.
I haven't had one.
You really haven't. And
I feel like I have almost gotten to that point, and then he nutted.
Damn. So that's the thing. The man is supposed to kind of hold it if you feel the woman getting to that point.
Yeah, every time I feel like I'm about to get there, he busts. So it's
I feel like a lot of women have experienced that and still haven't to this day had one. Like, so I feel like that's normal.
Yeah.
But do you have any sexual fantasies that you've always wanted to try but haven't yet?
Sexual fantasies.
Ghetto fantasy.
Obviously, I haven't done the generic cliche bend over the balcony and watch the city, or I haven't done that. I feel like I envision myself doing that and hitting from the back. And like, I just haven't done that yet.
We haven't done that.
Oh yeah, you haven't either?
Sis, I'm telling you, we haven't done the most basic shit. How have we not gotten hit from the back on a balcony yet?
That's what I'm saying.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying. I think the craziest one for me is a gym machine.
Ooh,
yeah,
that was cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
Like that.
I liked it. It was a vibe. But I feel like, why haven't we done like balcony?
I'm not gonna lie, like on a balcony out the country where you looking over the ocean is a vibe.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that would be tea.
Yeah, my craziest was just outside.
Oh, outside.
Yeah, like we're just outside by the car. And it was late night, and we're just parked on the side of a house.
But y'all were like outside behind the car.
Yeah, literally.
What made y'all have to get out the car?
I had to pee. I had to pee. We were on a long drive. I had to pee. I was like, we couldn't find a bathroom. I said, I need to pee right now.
And so he said, let me just get it in.
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy.
Girl, and I was trying to, it was a no.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
What is your view on condoms? When is it okay to take it off with your partner?
Okay, so we're going to have an educating moment. Do not just be taking the condom off with just anybody, y'all. That's how you get an STD. Literally. That's how you get a... We talked about this last time. This is how you get a yeast infection, a bacteria vaginosis. We don't want none of that.
You know what it is? I just met a lot of females that are in like a year relationship and still use condoms. I'm like, damn,
and
really?
that, I'm not gonna lie to you, I see now being older why, but back then when I was in a relationship, after a while we did not use condoms
like at all. Like that was like the norm. I feel like in relationships no condoms, and then obviously if you're having sex outside of a relationship,
you
then
should definitely
condoms.
use a condom every time.
But I've been seeing a lot of girls use condoms with their man in a whole relationship, so I feel like the trust is not there anymore with these guys.
Nah, it's really not, and I'm not gonna lie, it's getting serious because I don't know what you're doing out there. I'm hoping you're being loyal to me, but I don't know what you're doing out there.
Exactly. So maybe we take the condom off after marriage.
But look, pause though. I think we spread a lot of awareness about STDs, but I ain't trying to get pregnant either.
Oh yeah.
Like pause. We ain't trying to get pregnant either. Like we got hella shit.
I think we deal with a lot of dudes that have a really good pull-out game. So that's what it is.
No, I feel
pull-out game is strong. We don't be worried about
I'm
kids.
not gonna lie though. Like I've never had a time where I've had to go to the clinic, and I thank God.
And get an abortion?
Yes, I've never had a time where I've had to do that, and I thank God every day.
I think the only thing has been like a plan B.
Yeah.
Which I feel like isn't too crazy.
It's not too crazy at all.
I think every female has taken a plan B.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lie. If you take too much, it start not to work, one. Two, it's not really good for your body. It changes your hormone levels. Period be out of whack. All
for
that.
real. You be bleeding for a couple days because it's like, it's killing the baby you almost had. Like.
Yeah. So what is something you struggle with, like, in the bedroom?
In the bedroom, I feel like I struggle to feel connected to that person. I feel like we be doing emotions and everybody feeling good and like he on cloud 9.
That's why you haven't had an orgasm yet.
Yeah, I feel like I don't be really into it for real. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I just because I don't really like the person like that and I'm just like, or if it's because like I don't know, maybe it's not the right person.
Yeah, I feel like. And you need to feel close to that person in order for you to feel comfortable enough to climax.
Yeah. After my first boyfriend, I don't think I've, like, when I was 16, after that relationship ended, I feel like now I just haven't met.
It's hard for you to connect with someone in the bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll be doing it, and it's great, but, like, not enough to, like, climax.
To get there.
And I feel like the guy's busting, and he's having he's doing his big one.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I need to do
my
big one.
See, I'm not going to lie, you be talking to the wrong man, because the right ones is going to make sure you finish first, sis.
That's true.
Yep.
They're going to hold it and wait.
Yep, patiently.
And keep it cute.
Okay. I'd say something I struggle with in the bedroom, and a lot of women don't want to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it. And I've been working out my legs. I've been trying to get it together. Honestly, at this grown age now, bitch, I cannot ride on my feet for a long time.
No, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of females do that.
I cannot. Like, on my feet, like, I could do
you talking about this?
Yeah, like, on my feet, like, you know what the dancers be doing? I can't do it for a long time. I'm sorry. I'm going to tap out every time.
You know what's crazy? That shit feels the best to them.
No, I know.
When
I
can't
do it. I can't.
Nah, for real.
10 seconds max, I'm out of there. Like, I can't. I'm going to go straight convert to the knees.
The feet just feel so much better. You be really slapping that joint on
I
there.
Ain't gonna lie. But you know what helps though? If you grab onto the headboard and you're like, yeah.
Girl, I'm screaming. That, and I feel like a lot of girls struggle with reverse cowgirl, and I love doing reverse
I can't do that shit.
Like, lock the knees up, well, the ankles.
I don't know if my body just set up weird or differently, but I can't do. Like, it was one time I tried it, and like it hurt when I put his shit in.
You basically
and I did reverse.
He gotta hit you from the back.
I know what you're talking about.
And then you got to get on, like,
I know
you
what you're
could do it. I just think the setup isn't correct.
I don't think I would like it, though. I like that. Oh, I'm too short?
That's probably what it is.
Your tall ass. Your giraffe ass.
Honestly, I'm not that tall.
No, she's not that tall. I'm
5'6", okay?
You 5'6"?
Yeah.
No, you 5'7", boo.
Shut up. I took an inch off.
I'm 5'4", y'all. I'm not even that short. That's what's crazy.
You are short.
But that's not... Look, my sister is 5 foot tall.
Babes, in this scenario, you are short.
All right. I'm going to take it. I mean, I like being short.
Yeah.
But I just tell my man to grab something on the top for me.
Exactly. And I like being... I feel like I can't even say I'm tall no more. I've met too many girls.
I feel like
I'm like mid.
Yeah, because you're not average, but you're a little higher than average height for a woman.
But then, like, when I'm around certain girls, they be like, you're not even tall. And
to
me, I think I'm tall.
That'd be tall women. That's
tall
why.
Girls, for real. Is there something you've never shared with anyone that you feel comfortable talking about now? Tell me a secret, babe. What haven't you told me?
A secret? What haven't I told you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm pretty much an open book.
Yeah.
So
I feel like you tell me everything, do you?
Yeah, I don't really have any secrets. I'll probably like sneak a couple texts or two to someone I'm not supposed to be talking to.
You do that?
I do that.
And I'd be like, I thought you wasn't talking to him.
Yeah, and then I'd be having to slide it in and be like, yeah, girl, so we started back talking.
Yeah.
You'd be like, when did this happen? I'd be like, yeah.
I'd be having to mind my business when it comes to you.
Yeah, because I'd be toxic.
Yeah, you do.
But I grew up now, and I think for me, it'd be for my own benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it'd
100%. What's mine?
What's the secret that you... Yeah, I'm pretty much an open book. What's the secret that you haven't told me?
What's a secret I haven't told you? I feel like I had more secrets when we were in college.
Yeah.
Like, I would tell you, like, oh, I'm not texting this dude.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm going over his shit, collecting my... and So I would say, like, right now, I'm so open with you. I tell you pretty much everything you need to know and, like, everything there is to know.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't keep secrets over here.
Like, I'm trying to literally think.
You know, and one of my men that I was talking to, you were around when he said this. He was like, y'all don't tell each other everything. His hating ass.
Exactly.
You know who.
He was too
you
fucking
know
mad.
Who. You know who. Yes. You don't remember when we were in the car by the food truck?
Whole time we do.
Yeah, like
even though y'all shouldn't know that, but we're telling y'all because we feel comfortable in this comfortable space.
We don't. I'm not gonna say we tell each other every motherfucking thing that happens, but we tell each other everything we need to know.
The important things, the things that fucking matter. If you're not telling me, it's because it didn't really matter.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I do be hiding shit sometimes though.
You do hide shit.
I
think
do
because you feel you feel embarrassed to tell me.
Nah, it don't even. This is the thing about me. I'm never embarrassed. Like one thing about me, I'm so comfortable with what goes on, like how I perceive things and how I move in life.
Yeah,
I'm so comfortable about that shit.
So then what is it?
I don't be embarrassed. I just feel like I don't need to always tell my private business.
Yeah.
Until it's a reason for me to speak on it. You know?
Yeah. I feel that because certain things I feel like we don't say, like, but I feel like it's because it's irrelevant. Yeah. More than it is like
sometimes stuff be relevant, but it just be more like, I'll just keep this to myself.
Like what, girl?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're really
I can't really
putting on for this video right now.
No, I'm not. I'm being dead ass.
For real?
Yeah, I've told you this. Like, cameras off, I've told you this, though.
Oh, I don't recall.
Oh, you don't recall?
No.
Nah, you faking.
Girl.
Mm-hmm. So, what is one thing you've recently changed that has impacted your growth?
Recently changed that has impacted my growth. That's a good question. I feel like I've recently changed just like my attitude towards the things around me, my life. I feel like I've tried to approach things with a different attitude. Yeah. I've always been positive, but I feel like now, for example, like this business that we're about to start, we should have been started it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I started just being like, bruh, things are possible. Yeah. Things can happen for us, and I feel like sometimes I try to give myself too many excuses or too many things of why it won't work out, and so I feel like right now that has impacted my life tremendously because I feel like we're going up a really good hill right now. So
I feel like for me, I've always struggled with balancing too many things at once. Yeah, and it's also because I don't know, my person, I like to finish what I'm doing with one thing rather than to start a whole nother project. Yeah, you are. But that's just how my mind works because I'm a perfectionist and you know this. So it's like if we're working on stuff for the podcast, it's like, damn, I got to finish the podcast before we start talking about the merch that we're about to drop.
I agree.
Stay tuned.
And y'all, we're looking for a manager. So if y'all are interested in being a podcast manager, y'all let us know.
Or even an assistant. We need an assistant or a manager.
We're willing to pay, so y'all let us know.
Let us know. Yeah. But yeah, so I feel like I've been starting to kind of balance things better. Yeah. I've been having more of an open mind to balancing things because I used to have a closed mind and like, no, I have to finish this. Yeah. Now it's like, okay, let me put this on pause 100%. And try to work on this too. And that has impacted me very, tremendously.
I'm glad, babe. Yeah. What do you think is the most important thing to do when it comes to sexual compatibility? Like, what's important when it comes to that?
When it comes to sexual compatibility, I feel like confidence overall. Yeah. Yeah, confidence overall.
And just being yourself.
You have to be confident, or else that man is kind of just, it's not gonna be a vibe if you're not confident. Seriously. If you're acting like a little girl, women exude confidence. Yeah. So if you're acting like a little girl in the bedroom, that's not going to make it good.
Sex is only good if it really just exudes just like
comfortability
and
confidence.
And just being like who you are. And like, honestly, guys like when you're just totally
Most
yourself.
definitely.
Like, if you a crazy freak, be a crazy freak. If
and
you a shy hoe, be a shy hoe.
But like, they say the shy ones be the freakiest ones. But guess what? Them shy ones, they be freaky in a bed and confident.
Yeah.
So always be confident in that bedroom.
Yeah. I agree 100%. Yeah. For the same way.
So do you think school provided you with a good sex education course?
Honestly, no.
We don't talk about this enough.
We don't talk about how school doesn't give a good sexual education. Like, I feel like they talked a little bit about like, wait. Did they even? Did high school give a good sex education class?
I didn't have one in high school. I had one in middle school.
Yeah, in your science class or something?
Yes, it was in science class. And it didn't tell you shit but about how babies are made.
Right.
They didn't even talk about sperm and the egg and it fertilizes. They didn't talk about sexual intercourse.
Like, they didn't talk about condoms or whatever.
They didn't.
So
no, my school did talk about condoms. They were like, always have safe sex.
Yeah.
No STDs,
but like,
guys.
No thorough conversation about how sex is like.
This was like, what, 7th grade?
Yeah.
For me, 7th grade.
They gave that sex talk. Honestly, I think, too, one,
that shit is way too early.
Public schools give sex talks way too early for us to be able to comprehend it.
Yes.
2, it's not a thorough, good conversation about it. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, you need that sex talk probably like 9th grade year.
Yes.
I don't even say 8th grade
to be safe. Yeah.
9th grade year coming into high school, everybody needs to be aware of what's going on and be educated about sex.
100%.
In a whole different way, not the sperm fertilizes the egg and
in a personable way, like something relatable where you can kind of really connect to like how
we need to start that course.
We should.
We need to. That's a good. Start. You know what? Y'all don't steal this plan, but okay, because we might do that.
How do you like present that?
Start a sex ed course?
Yeah.
We'll have to collaborate with a teacher.
Or collaborate with like a school in general to like come to schools and talk about
sex
education.
You would want us to talk about it?
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
I thought we were just gonna kind of pitch the idea to like a school.
No, it should be us, but I wonder do we qualify for that? Like,
because we're not educators in that way, like to be in a school.
I agree. We gotta see. That's actually.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they would fuck with it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Can you share a personal experience where you learned something significant about yourself through a sexual relationship?
Let's see. I'm not gonna lie. I learned when it feels too close and like close to my heart. I told you how I cried that one time,
during sex?
Girl. And you know I'm capital P for real, but. Let me tell you how I felt so up close and personal with this man, because he was the first one to make me have an orgasm. That one, and I literally shed a tear in that damn. Like,
Did he see you?
No, pause. I bust out crying.
What?
Yeah, I bust out crying. He was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, just keep going. He like, and he was like, "No, like, are you okay?" He didn't even know what to say, but "Are you okay?" And it fucked the whole vibe up.
So y'all stopped the sex?
We stopped because it was more like, okay, let me cuddle her, because obviously it just felt too. I struggle with being vulnerable.
Yeah.
It felt too like I'm about to be in love right now. So I was like, nah. So I learned about myself that I need to work on vulnerability.
Yeah, because when you get to that threshold or you get to that point, it just, you like break down.
Because what happens when we have a boyfriend that we're like literally with for a long time and they want to get that close and I just can't.
Dang, so he basically hit a wall.
Yeah, he hit a wall.
And you started like getting emotional.
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy. And did you feel like he handled that properly?
Not really.
You wanted him to just keep going at kind of like...
No. I didn't even want you to keep going. But after he asked me like, am I okay? We just literally laid down and just went to sleep.
Was it kind of weird?
It wasn't weird. It was just like, okay, no.
This is not it.
Yeah. But how about you, though?
That's a good question. When I learned something new about myself during a sexual... That's a good question. I feel like...
But I guess you said it earlier when you said that you learned that you need to be more like connected with the person.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I do need to feel more connected to them and like give the eye contact and like be involved.
You be scared. I be having to get that eye contact because I know it's
Yeah.
You be scared. You avoid eye contact a lot.
Yeah, I do avoid eye contact. I avoid like even feeling those emotions.
Yeah.
I just be
cause you know you gonna fall in.
Yeah, I just be pouncing and doing my thing.
Like so you don't be into it, and you know part of that is definitely eye contact and engaging with the person.
I agree.
And being there most definitely. Oh, clank.
So are you okay since everything? I know that in the last episode we talked about the dude having a girlfriend, or like, you know, even other situations.
Did we talk about that?
Briefly. Then there's also someone else before that was like a couple months ago. The 27-year-old or the 28-year-old.
Oh,
like, how has everything been?
He's definitely 30 now at this point. He done hit 30.
Thanksgiving 3 years ago?
Yeah, it's definitely.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. But, not gonna lie, it has been 3 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, I think I'm okay now. I feel like I'm in a good space where we handle things very womanly now. I feel like back then we used to handle things very childishly.
Yeah.
As far as I had to grow up when it came to dealing with my emotions, because I'm very sporadic sometimes.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't go down well with a lot of men. And obviously I like to distance myself when I get like that now.
Do you feel like the current person out of everybody you've dealt with has handled your emotions and your feelings the best?
Yeah, so the one,
so hard to
the one with the girlfriend, it's actually crazy. He handles my emotions very well. Like off rip, you know, when we talked about mental health issues, telling a person you're dating that, off rip, I told him about that, and he totally was just like
receptive to it.
Yeah, receptive to it. Other men be like, oh, like you be moody, like they be kind of turned off by that. He was like, I'm pretty sure I can handle it, and I was like, period.
Okay, that's good.
And like I actually tested it, and he can. Yeah, he can.
Okay.
For now,
I think that's what's making it most difficult to like.
Yeah, to walk away from the situation.
Yeah,
I
especially
agree.
when you feel that like bond with that person.
Definitely. Are you okay with everything that's been going on with you?
Yeah. I will say, like, I do want to meet my person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even open up for, like, this is new for me.
Yeah.
Like, telling you that, like, I want to meet my person and I don't want to, like, continue to be, like,
alone,
isolated and alone. Because, like, I am the type of person to walk around, like, oh, whatever, like.
Yeah, you are. You be like, oh, I don't need a man. Like, I'm focused on business.
I don't say that. But
no, you just give that, I don't give a fuck. I'm worried about the podcast and business, guys.
I guess because
I'd be like, girl?
I just want to continue to be in a better place. I feel like my headspace can't settle down in a relationship until, like, I feel like I'm good as an individual. Right. You know? But also, too,
a lot of people don't think of it that way. A lot of people feel like they can find someone to grow with as an individual, 100%. Which is conducive for some people.
Yeah, which is going to be my next thing to say. I feel like I can do that once it's the right person. But since it hasn't been the right person, it's, like, more like I just want to continue to elevate myself.
Right.
Because sometimes, too, when you collide yourself with the partner or the wrong individual, you kind of lose sight of what you want to do in life. And so I feel like we're really, really young, and it's really early, you know?
And just like you said, just to shine light on being around the wrong individual, it can be a distraction, but that's how you also know that's the wrong person. Yeah. And I want a lot of women to know that. If you feel like a man is distracting you, that is not the man. That's what the right man is going to motivate you and keep you on track.
100%. And I just feel like we're at the point where we kind of know what we want out of life. We know what we want out of life.
And in a man.
And we know what we want out of friendships and, like, people that we, you know, have around us.
Right.
But, yeah, I just wanted to open up and say that, like, I do hope and I do pray that, like, someone in my life comes around that matches my personality.
I hope so, too. I feel like you deserve it. Aww. I never say stuff like that. Yeah, I don't get all lovey-dovey.
Yeah, she's not the sappy friend. I'm the sappy friend. Like, I'll be in her face like, I love you.
But I feel like it means more when I do say it, since I'm not like that. I feel like you've gotten to that point as an individual where you do deserve to find that. Like, obviously, everyone deserves love. But you have to also I always say, you have to do the work as an individual to find that.
Yeah.
Or to let it even come to you. God is not going to send someone who's, you know, perfect for you if you're not ready for it.
I agree. And, like, I do feel like that person's just going to walk into my life, too. Like, with the way, like, my personality's set up and, like, our life. I feel like instead of, like, so many experiences, it's going to be like, okay, that person just walks into my life.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I haven't found that person either, though.
Yeah. I feel like you've had cool people you've bonded with throughout your journey, but not somebody that, like, has been your
Yeah.
Like your end all be all.
It's crazy. Yeah. I was going to say, it's easy for me to connect with a lot of people, but actually catch feelings and be involved with them. Yeah. It's only been really like 2-3 people
and it's
in
hard
my
for
life.
people to stick around as well.
Yeah. And then, you know, sometimes it just be the wrong person.
Yeah.
It be the wrong person.
Yeah. And sometimes it's wrong timing.
I guess. I started questioning myself with that wrong timing shit.
Yeah, you started taking that shit back.
I started taking that shit back and being like, girl, you just trying to hold on to that man.
Wow.
Talking about wrong timing.
Babe, this is self-growth.
I know, right?
Wow. You never said that to me.
No, I'm not going to lie. Like, sometimes I be, like, with the 30-year-old currently, I be like, girl, nah, that just wasn't your person.
Yeah. Okay, you know you make me nervous sometimes.
Why?
Like, nervous in terms of, like, I'm really that friend that, like, I don't want you to get hurt. So sometimes when you make certain decisions, that shit is nerve-wracking.
I be like sporadic.
Yeah, like some of your decisions, I be like,
nah. But you know what I think? It's because you can't handle that shit. That's what it be. You know, me and you 2 different people. So since I wear my heart on my sleeve, I'm prepared for certain things.
Yeah, I'm a different risk taker. I'm a risk my life. She's gonna risk.
I'm gonna risk my
heart.
feelings.
Yeah,
for
she's
sure.
Gonna risk her feelings. I want to bungee jump. I want to jump
and
off
I'm
the
not
plane.
doing that.
I want to go on roller coasters. I like a thrill. I like my heart to be racing. All that. She about to risk her feelings emotionally.
Yeah.
How do you
I'm gonna put my heart out there.
Yeah, she's gonna wear her heart on her sleeve, and I love that about her. I feel like that's honestly such a good quality.
And I don't want to change that. Like, of course I've gotten hurt. Of course I've gotten disappointed, and I feel like a lot of women have. Yeah. And a lot of women use that as an excuse as to like why they've guarded up now.
Yeah.
AKA you. And I'm throwing shade. Ew. But I obviously don't want to convert to that because it's going to be a sad case for me to convert.
You shouldn't.
From heart on your sleeve to guard it up. It's not going to look good on me.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you wear it good, you know?
You think so?
Yeah, but it's not good.
It's not
good,
But
I'm just saying, like, for my person, since I'm the complete opposite, me doing that, I can do it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be, like, it's not going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm really not going to give a fuck.
Honestly, Kay, I love who you are. I'd rather you get hurt and get back up. Yeah. Get hurt, get back up. I'd rather you do that and learn, obviously, your lessons. That's better than being guarded up and having this, like, facade of feeling like you don't need people. Right. I don't ever
But I've went through that phase, too. I've went through that phase where I could do whatever.
I've come out of the phase where,
care.
like, I want to be optimistic and I want to be open and receptive to letting a man in and allowing myself to find my person and my match. But it's just been difficult to do that because I feel like it's not going to be on social media. It's going to be like in person, and like we like to stay in the house.
No, we sure do.
So,
and y'all, we are so short on time. Like, we wish we could stay with y'all longer. Okay. But like, no, we got more time. They took away the sign, the private event sign.
Oh, they're coming up. Oh shit.
Yeah. So y'all, we gotta go. We gotta go. Mojo Motion.
Bye. We'll see you guys.